Hi brothers and sisters, this is John Kasilag and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today's passage is taken from the 23rd chapter of the book of Matthew, verses 23 to 26. Let me read in part what Jesus said. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You pay tithes of mint and dill and cummin, and have neglected the weightier things of the law, judgment and mercy and fidelity. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You cleanse the outside of cup and dish, but inside they are full of plunder and self-indulgence. When I reflect on these passages, one word comes to mind: plastic. Jesus calls out the scribes and the Pharisees for the hypocrisy of their actions, focusing on the external, their offerings, their teaching, and looking holy instead of focusing on what Jesus teaches to be the more important things: judgment, mercy, fidelity, and service to the people whom God has placed under them. Jesus holds to account the scribes and the Pharisees. But this call, brothers and sisters, is not just for our leaders. It is a call that is true for each and every one of us. God is calling us to be truly holy and righteous. Does being a hope giver make me holy? No, it does not. Does being a member of community or congregation make me holy? No, it does not. Does being a regular churchgoer make me holy? No, it does not. These are very good expressions of our response to the call of Jesus, but they will only have value when we understand what Jesus wants from us first and foremost. Jesus wants our holiness to come first, and He wants our holiness to come from within. How then do we respond to these words of Jesus? Well, first, huwag tayong plastic. True holiness comes from receiving Jesus into our lives and making an effort day to day to respond to the holiness of Jesus and not our own. God accepts you and me without regard for our circumstances and our sinfulness. God accepts you and accepts me because you and I are both loved by God. Kahit anong baho, kahit anong pagkakamali, kahit anong kasalanan, kapatid, mahal ka ng Panginoon. Let us therefore make an effort, no matter how difficult, no matter how many times we fail, to grow our holiness from within. Second, pray for our leaders, not only in our church, but also in our government. Many are struggling, good men, good women, not because they do not want to serve the Lord or His people, but simply because it is very, very difficult in the face of temptations of power and influence. And while we have an obligation to call them out as Jesus did, let us also help by praying for them and asking for the heart and wisdom of the Lord to be upon them. Third, look to others more than ourselves. If you truly desire to grow in holiness, one way to do that is by selfless giving, by being generous with what we have and not be restricted by our lack of resources. It may be a kind or encouraging word, sharing with those in need, maybe assisting with our communities and immediate circles so we can all cope a bit better, especially in the midst of this pandemic. Kapatid, kahit food packs para sa needy, help for our frontliners, kahit longganisang hindi mo masyadong hilig, leche plan, o 100 klase ng ube pandesal, now is a perfect time to show our neighbors in a concrete way that we are here for them. God loved us first, and that love began with the sharing of Himself to change our heart. Let that heart beat for God first, brothers and sisters. Let that heart beat only for God. If you are blessed today, do like and share this page so that many more may hear about the great love of God. God bless you.